Hi, Morgan from Young People Cornwall again. We're on video number 4 of the Cognitive Restructuring for Anxiety series. So the first one was the introduction to cognitive restructuring, what it was and its uses. The second video was the first half of the thinking traps. The third video was the second half of the thinking traps. And now this fourth video we're going to start looking at, well, what does all of this mean? What do we do about it? So if you were working with a therapist or a practitioner, the first sort of session that you would do would be based on the thinking trap session and some education around thoughts and what they are. Then afterwards we say, right, well, okay, well, what does this mean? Well, first things first, we need to really understand what the thoughts are and when they're happening. So we would say for like the next couple of weeks to record your thoughts, and you can use any means that is easy for you. So we can give you a handout that would have the information on it that we wanted. If you felt it would be easier, then you could use your phone to set, record on notes and whatnot. You might do it on your computer, you might have a diary, anything like that. So what we're looking for when we record the thoughts are four main things. So when did it happen? When did you have the thought, the hot thoughts? When was it that you felt really anxious? What was going on? What was the event? Was it that you went to a really busy place and then the thoughts occurred? Was it that you were asked to go and do something and whatever it was you were asked made you feel really nervous, made you have a bit of self-doubt? Oh, I don't think I can do that, I don't think I can cope with that. So when did it happen? What was the event that triggered it? What was the thought? That's what we're looking for, really. What was the main thought that was going through your head? Was it that, oh, I'm at risk here, or someone doesn't like me, or I'm not good enough? Any number of potential thoughts. So what was the thought? And what was your mood? Can you rate your mood or your anxiety, your worry? So we use a scale of 1 to 10, or if you wanted, you could use a scale of 1 to 100, like 100%, 50%. To rate how you were feeling during the time. And that one's really important because later on we'll come back and say, right, well, okay, that's how you felt then, how do you feel now? So it's important to know how you were feeling and what level of anxiety. It might be a situation that you go into that you do fairly regularly and you're like, yeah, 40-50% anxiety and worry, but I was able to push through it. And it might be another situation that it's like, no way, man, 80%. I had to leave the situation. I couldn't go through with it. So that's the importance of rating it to help us understand where you are now, and then as we continue through cognitive restructuring, where you end up. So that's 4 things that we want you to record. What was the event? When did it happen? What was the thought going through your mind? And what was your mood? And give it a score out of, like I say, 0 to 10, 0 to 100. You can choose the scale as long as you understand it. And you would use the same scale when we come to review later on. So once you've got those thoughts and been able to record the situation, when it happened, what the hot thought was and what your emotions were, you want to start trying to see if you can see where it fits into those thinking traps that we spoke about. Because that can help you understand that actually it may have been a negative automatic thought that occurred as a result of a thinking trap. So I think I'm going to leave that session now. The next video will be about what we do with this information that we've been able to record over a week or 2 weeks. Alright, speak to you soon.